Right.
No, I just want to do a quick poll. Raise your hand if there's white supremacy have stopped you from being successful in America.
Second and third generation African.
No, I'm talking about right now. I believe that black people began to take the torch and destroy themselves or destroy other blacks more than any other group in America.
Okay.
I don't think black people supported the Democrat Party is just because of welfare. I think it's because of manipulation.
When does systemic
Associating
racism stop in America? When does systemic racism stop in America?
I don't think there was real systemic racism.
Ever?
And
keep going, please keep going.
Right,
I would love for you to go for the rest of this time on that.
I do not
Tell me-
believe
yeah.
that there's been systemic racism in America that's been the primary reason why black people cannot succeed.
Right, but you can't prove that there's an epidemic of personal responsibility.
What policy
affirmative
stopped you from
action?
being successful?
I haven't been stopped from being successful.
Why?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a juicy one today. We got Officer Tatum versus 20 black liberals. Probably a demonetized video. Probably gonna have issues even posting it because Jubilee does like to attack videos anytime anybody does any sort of reaction to their videos if it's longer than just a few seconds. So it could be tough, but I felt like this was gonna be a good one. Now I'm only gonna react to a couple clips here. You know, these liberals, of course, you already know how this is going to go. It's going to be Brandon Tatum speaking absolute facts, remaining calm at all times, and a bunch of liberals spewing half-truths, nonsense, omitting facts, revisionist history, and a whole freaking lot of emotion from their end, and even some sassiness from some of the men, which is always disgusting to see. But without further ado, let's go ahead and react to it. By the way, guys, there's a new feature on YouTube where you can hype videos, so be sure to like the video, hype the video. It helps out a lot. Appreciate you.
You act like it's a good thing for black people to be selling drugs in our community. It is not.
What is the leading cause of the separation of black families?
I think it's a degradation of values in the black community.
Would you say that the criminalization, black men disproportionately going to jail more, has an effect on the separation of the black households?
I would agree to that, but I would
Yes.
also say that is because of the choices and decisions that these young black men are making.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you right now, have I been in some bad situations? Yes, but you know, you're never gonna catch any drugs on me. Like, I don't bring people with me who are gonna have drugs, right? Because that's the bad situations I've been in. It's usually been related to other black men or other black women who were doing stupid stuff and about to get me caught up in their mess. Eventually I learned, okay, I gotta stay away from certain types of people, otherwise I'm gonna be in big trouble.
By getting the public to associate the hippies with marijuana and blacks with heroin, and then criminalizing both heavily, we could disrupt those communities.
I'm not familiar with that quote.
Oh, really?
But
Shocking.
I can go and read it later, but that's still
You
not
should
getting,
really
it's
read it
not-
later.
That's not getting to the point of saying that people are incarcerated because decisions that they made to commit crimes. Is that not true?
Well, yes, that's
The
how
reason
the
that none
criminal
of us,
justice-
the reason that
do
none
you
of us,
want to respond to
the reason
what
that
he
none
just
of us,
said?
the reason that none of us are selling dope, why? Because we don't want to go to prison. We value our lives.
Hello.
If you are going to sell drugs and you're going to kill people,
This woman is trying to say that because someone used the fact that basically set a trap for the black community and the hippies, apparently, that therefore it's not really black people's fault because it was a trap that we fell for. I mean, guys, I understand that that is a heinous thing to do. I understand that. However, where I disagree is that it's something that, fast forward to at this point, I think that, I can't remember when she said this quote was, but let's assume that it's about 50 years old. Let's not forget we're in 2026. So let's assume it's about 50 years old. Then what relevance does this have to the decisions that people are making today, where we have a bunch of soft on crime policies and yet black folks in our community keep committing them regardless?
and you're going to commit robbery, you're going to go to jail.
Yes,
you
yes.
can't blame all of that on
you-
the war on crime or whatever the case
But
may
the
be.
war on crime was specifically to get
No,
black men to go to jail.
it is nothing wrong.
They literally
It is
admitted
nothing wrong with imposing laws that help our community. You act
How
like,
does that help
let me,
our
Let me
community?
explain. You act like it's a good thing for black people to be selling drugs in our community. It is not. So when you go to jail for selling drugs, in my opinion, and I think the opinion of anybody that's rational, that is a benefit to the black community.
Everything I heard, everything I've listened to thus far, I think you're full of
Give me an example of what I
Hello.
said that wasn't true.
Let me get to it.
Give me something
I
that
don't
said that
think
wasn't true.
anybody here would disagree that good policing is bad. We're talking about bad policing. We're talking about bullshit policing. We're talking about the kind of policing that puts gentlemen like you and me.
I'm sensing a lot of sassiness here, but let's keep going.
You like to cite that you're a police officer.
I
Let
was
me
a po-
cite my professional
officially,
background.
I was
Let
officially.
me cite
I have,
my professional
I have been in
background.
that profession.
10 years writing policy in government.
You weren't
at
a
the
police
local
officer.
and
But you weren't a
state of
police officer.
California levels. And
You never arrested
weren't-
anybody.
You didn't write policy. I did.
I enforced the law.
So, okay, I write the law.
But you don't enforce the law.
You don't enforce the law.
I
you don't
enforce the
enforce
law.
the law appropriately.
You just made
You
it up.
like to use
What the
one-offs. Let me use a one-off.
You don't need to use one off. You just made
in
that
the
up.
city of San Diego, there was a black police officer that sued the San Diego Police Department
Anecdotal.
with regard to, I mean, bro, all day you've been coming up with me. Now
I got
it's
statistical data
anecdotal.
points. Where do you want to go?
Like, I need you to keep that same
Black
energy,
people
bro.
commit
I need you to
over
keep the
half of
same
all violent
energy.
crimes.
And that's the problem with black conservatives like yourself. You don't know how to keep
You
the same
just
energy.
talking emotionally.
It was
Give me some facts.
me.
I'm about to say this dude does sound like, I don't know if he's nervous. I don't know, like something just seems off about the way this person's talking. It's just me. Let me know in the comments.
Well, I'm trying to give you facts.
come on with it.
You supposed to be a police officer. Hold your head, bro. Hold your head. You interrupted everybody, bro. I got
You're
what,
here to
2-3
debate me.
minutes.
I'm not here to listen to you talk in circles.
But you talking like you was a state trooper, you was a Secret
But I know
Service.
cops.
and
I
them.
know cops all across the country.
But I did too.
I know
I do
policy.
too.
I know.
I
all
do
that.
too.
All right, get to your point.
You don't know policy because you never written one. He
We're
said,
talking
nah.
about policing in the black community. We're not talking about
I want to
policy
hold
writing.
you to account because police officers like you don't like accountability. So I want to hold you to account. I'm trying to get my story out, and if I can finish my story.
This is not story time, man. The point is, police do more good.
The point was.
Police do more
The
good.
point was.
Not even the liberals laughing at your goofy butt. Like, come on, man. This is just embarrassing at this point.
Cannot judge slavery and act as if black people even had a fair chance in the first place.
That's what I'm talking about here.
Let's look at it like this. This is an environment and a dispensation of time where slavery was a fact and a reality around the world.
And we live under capitalism, right?
Let me explain. It's a fact pattern around the world. So it's not like it was somehow uniquely.
Oh, it was very unique to the West.
It's not uniquely in the United States of America.
Chattel slavery?
Majority of the slaves
wanna
were
compare
in South
chattel
America.
slavery
Let me just give you an
to-
example. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
Majority of the slaves were in South America. You do agree to that. About 400,000 black people
Do we
were
want to
made
focus on
slaves
America,
over
though?
time.
Why are we pivoting the conversation? My
We're
question
not pivoting
was
anything. You
what-
got it. You jumping
what-
around.
No.
Let's stick to
I had a
something where
question.
we
Do you
can
remember
have
the question I asked you around 2 minutes ago? I asked you this.
I
What
feel
was
like
the,
you want to be confrontational more than you want to get to the bottom of
I
a
don't-
conversation. You're saying
it's unfortunate that
we
that's the way
need
that you
to-
feel about
no,
how
no,
I'm trying
that's
to
not
approach
true.
a question.
We need
When does systemic
associating
racism stop in
racism-
America? When does systemic racism stop in America?
I don't think there was real systemic racism.
Ever?
And-
Keep going. Please keep going.
All right,
I would love for you to go for the rest
I
of this
don't
time
think
on that.
I do not
Tell me-
believe
yeah.
that there's been systemic racism
Yeah.
in
I
America.
feel like with black liberals, it's like so many dang gay men. It's like so many soft dudes. It's like I feel like the only dudes we've seen have been gay dudes. Like, what's up with that?
America, that's been the primary reason why black people cannot succeed.
Right, but you can't prove that there's an epidemic of personal responsibility.
It
But
has-
you can prove that there's
I
an
think that
epidemic of
when-
systemic racism.
No, look.
And
if-
that's why I'm asking you,
if
when
you're
did it
co-
stop? Because theoretically, that
Like,
should be
look at this zesty outfit this dude has on. Like, he got the shirt not even buttoned. Like, come on, dude.
racism.
No, look.
And
if-
that's why I'm asking you,
if
when
you're
did it
co-
stop? Because theoretically, that should be the
Are you
moment when
saying?
we're all
Are you
equal.
saying that black people are not responsible for the decisions that they make?
I'm saying everyone has agency. Everyone commits
Exactly.
crime. Everyone does everything.
Exactly.
But people have had to
So
live in different
therefore,
circumstances.
if you do the right things like you did, you have an opportunity to be successful, which is equal to just about anybody else, no matter what color you are. You think white people are better than you?
No, but I worry you do.
Why do you think I do? I'm the one
this is
that's
why.
saying that
Yeah.
black people have an opportunity
Yeah.
to be successful in this country just as well as anybody else. You don't believe that. So
Yeah.
you think white people are better than you.
Your prompt perhaps could have been, we should do more to prevent crime and poverty in black communities, right? That's a way of framing the argument that's about
You can say
solutions
you can
and aid.
frame or
To
whatever
say-
you
to say-
want.
to-
You are focusing on, we're talking about black
I'm
people.
focusing on
and
language
you're
because words are
no,
important.
we're talking about black people and you
Yeah.
focusing on what white people are doing.
That's the only thing I don't like about debating is I feel like there's no real good faith here. I feel like you could make arguments. Let's say they want to make arguments against let's say, Republicans. You can make legitimate arguments like, let's say, the Bush era of Republicans or something like that, right? But when you get to the Trump era, right, like the only president who actually regularly meets with black people, has black people in his cabinet, has black friends, a lot of black supporters, more black supporters than any president, things like that. Black Republicans getting voted into offices that are, big congressional office, governors' offices. I mean, things like that. It starts to just, the whole racism argument just completely starts to fall apart. It just starts to sound to be, I mean, really, for lack of a better term, it just kind of starts to sound retarded. Like, there's no real backing for it. Like, they'll pull up some obscure policy that might disproportionately affect black people, maybe if you really stretch it, but beyond these random obscure policies that like nobody even knows about for the most part, you have to literally get into some sort of Jubilee debate to even hear about them, then there's really nothing that these people have to show. In my personal life, I'm very successful. Most of my friends are very successful, and we don't even all really come from like this amazing background. Some of us do, but there's nobody who gave us trust funds. Advice from, parents and relatives wasn't always great. Some of it was, some of it was not so good. Nobody was co-signing loans and paying for college or anything like that. Like, I still got student loan debt from going to school, but I spent the time and put the effort into getting additional certifications. And, when people were out partying, having fun, having babies, I was in school studying. I was in the room studying every day, all weekend, all through the summer. It didn't matter. People was having hot girl summers and whatever else the dudes was doing. I was in the house studying. Okay, that led me to have a better, more fulfilling financial life and future. Whereas a lot of people, maybe they were being fulfilled in other ways. I don't freaking know, but it sounds to me like with all it is bitching basically that I'm hearing, it seems to me like they're not as fulfilled as maybe they thought that they were. But I think Brandon Tatum handled himself nicely here. Didn't start crashing out on these crazy leftists over here screaming and trying to overtalk him consistently. He just kind of just played it chill the entire time and beat the hell out of them with his logical arguments. But these are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm out. Big shout out to my members, Cybernoodle 655, Bella Scott, Carpentier John, Pinecone 6, and Arcano. Always appreciate you.
So God bless you. Congratulations, you guys. You're amazing. Congratulations. You guys are amazing, okay? Know it.